Hello student, I am Yeshwan Bora, Assistant Professor from LJ School of Law, and today we'll be talking about theories of punishment. So before moving to theories of punishment, we should know the meaning of the term punishment. Punishment means that the penalty which is inflicted on an offender after finding of guilt of that particular offender. It says that when the person is accused of any crime and after all the due procedure his guilt has been proven, then the court will implement or will inflict the penalty on him that will be known as punishment. Now, in Indian Penal Code, Chapter 3, which goes from Section 53 to 75, talks about punishment, and Section 53 of IPC talks about the types of punishment. Therefore, in IPC, there are six types of punishment which has been given. So, before moving to theories of punishment, I'll tell students that don't get confused between types of punishment and theories of punishment because they both are different things. Types of punishment talks about what types of punishment are mentioned under IPC, and theories of punishment talks about what is the intellect or the thinking or the what you say story behind that particular punishment. So let's move to the theories of punishment. Basically, there are four types of theories. These are retributive theory, deterrent theory, preventive theory, and reformative theory. Okay, so now moving to first a retributive theory. Now, retributive theory suggests that evil should be returned for evil without any regard to consequences. This theory did not treat punishment as an instrument for securing public welfare. It says that whatever evil has been done by the offender will be returned to him as the way he has delivered it to the society. So, according to Immanuel Kant, he once said that punishment is an end, therefore, retribution is a natural justification because society thinks that a bad man should inevitably be punished and good men ought to be rewarded. He thinks that the bad man should be punished for whatever bad he has done and good men should be rewarded, therefore the good remains in the society. Now moving further, retributive theory, it means that it generally talks about the vengeance of the person. It says that what kind of mindset of the person is there in the social group or in his particular society, in particular society, and how he retaliates. Therefore, there is again a famous saying which says that eye for an eye and tooth for a tooth, and this theory mainly is been established on this particular principle. Now, moving to the benefits of this theory, it says this theory, if we see the theory, it says it gives a clear message for whatever actions the offender is doing. It says that revenge of it says that whatever offense has been committed by the offender, he should be delivered the same punishment for what he did. Again, it serves the purpose for the families of victim, as in the families of victim can make revenge or can take revenge. It can be seen that the peace will be restored in the society. Again, retribution theory helps the society by making the person give back to the society. It says that if the person has committed any wrong, then wrong should be given to him. If the person has committed any good, then good should be delivered to him. It doesn't make any difference or anything. Whatever he has done, he will get. Now, moving to the drawbacks of the retributive theory, it says that there is a famous saying which has been said by Mahatma Gandhi that eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. It says that if you are um, if you are giving whatever he has done, then it does not save the purpose. It does not serve the purpose. It means that because Gandhiji belongs from the reformative theory and he believes in reformation, therefore he says that if you are giving punishment to the offender whatever for whatever he has done, then it will not serve the purpose. Now, it says that it must be stated that the theory of retribution has its origin in the crude animal instinct of individual or group to retaliate when hurt. Now, it says that when the individual has set it up in their mind that he wants to this particular thing, and he knows that after doing this thing what will happen to him, and he is doing that, then it does not serve the purpose of the punishment. Now let's move to next theory. Now our next theory is deterrent theory. Now deterrent theory means and talks about discouraging someone from doing anything. It's like if someone has done someone has committed any offense, and now to prevent the society from again committing that offense, the state will use the deterrent theory. Now the founder of deterrent theory is Jeremy Bentham. Jeremy Bentham has founded the deterrent theory. This kind of punishment presupposes an infliction of severe penalties on offender with the view of deterring them from committing crime. Now it says that the offenses, the punishment or the penalty should be that much severe that it gives message to the society and to the offender that again, that not to do this type of crimes or any type of crimes again. Now, seeing people punished, as we all know, if will beat someone, or if the person will see someone beaten up, then he'll try not to do that kind of thing again in his life. So that is the thing, that is the purpose which says, which the deterrent theory serves, that if someone has committed a crime, then penalty or the punishment should be that much severe that that type of crime cannot be happen again in the society, and the society will remain the peaceful. Now moving further, what are the benefits of deterrent theory? It, first of all, it talks about avoiding committing of crime. If uh, if society or the individual of society sees the offender that these much severe punishments or penalties has been inflicted on him, then they will avoid committing that type of crime again. Second, it comes prior to crimes and it stops it happening, whereas retribution deals with the crime after it has taken place. Now, deterrent theory, first of all, it stops happening of the crime. It says that the crime should not be happen again. Why? Because the society or the individuals see the punishment and the penalties of that particular crime, and they will avoid doing that particular crime. While in retribution theory, we'll see that the crime has been taken place, and after that the punishment has been inflicted on the person. Now moving to the drawback Now, moving to the drawback of the deterrent theory, it says that criminals don't think that they will caught. First of all, the criminals, they think that they are too smart, that police cannot or the court cannot catch them, and that is hardly, I think, I'll say a right thing. But they say that they think that they will commit the crime and they will flee away and they will not get caught. Second, it hardened criminal like gang members. Uh, See, the punishment severity of punishment will not affect them. It's like they don't take care of whatever punishment they are getting. They just want that their gang or their people should live well, and their job is to do harm the society. Now, last is, no sooner an offender completes his term of sentence, he thinks that his guilt was washed off and he is free, indulge in criminality again. Now, after serving the punishment or serving the penalties, the offender will think again that his guilts are gone off. It's like a person going to his parents or his guardians, stating or uh, stating that, okay, I have committed this thing, and parents get beat. Parents give them punishment, and after serving that particular punishment, they think that now I am okay and I can again indulge into that kind of activity. So that is the wrong thinking, and that is again the drawback of the deterrent theory. So now moving to next theory, that is preventive theory. Preventive theory. This theory is based on not to avenge crime but to prevent it. It's like uh, to not to avenge on not to you say to happen the crime and to prevent the crime. Okay, so the punishment of this crime simply out of social necessities. In punishing criminal, the community protects itself against antisocial acts and which endanger social and orders in general, person, property, or its member. Now, the real object of the penal laws is to make threat generally known and rather putting it occasionally in occasion. Generally, you know that after committing a crime, the offender knows that he will be sent to jail for few months or for few years, and after serving in a jail, he will come back in the normal society and he'll do again those kind of things. Okay, but preventive theory thinks that if the person will be for some time he is you say is detached from the society, then he'll again think about itself and he'll gain or he might get enlightened that these whatever offenses or acts which he has committed is against the society and is crime, and he will be reform again. So that is the preventive theory. Now drop uh, moving back to benefits of preventive theory, it says that moving back to benefits of preventive theory, it says that some forms of punishments are designed to protect society from crime. That is the reason the preventive theory is working. It says that some punishment is designed to protect the society from the crime. Now again, this is usually done through prison. As we all know that preventive theory, as I said earlier, that preventive theory, the offender will be sent to prison. If the criminal is in jail, they cannot be re-offended. Now again, if the criminal is taken to jail or he is in jail, that means that he cannot be like it is not possible to commit again any crime outside the jail. Now the offender is protected from themselves, either hurting themselves or committing other crime. Now by keeping them in jail, it is for sure uh, thing that they will not be hurting themselves or some other person, and again they will be prevented from committing any crime. Now moving to our next slide, which talks about the drawbacks of preventive theory. Now, its first drawback is how long is the sentence, which says that how long the person will serve the sentence, and while serving this sentence, is his guilt has been what you say surpassed or served, or he get enlightened, or he came to know about the crime that it's not good and he should be reformed by this particular thing. Now second is the prisoner may not be reformed and could be reoffend on them and released. If you see that there are some kinds of habitual prisoners or habitual offenders who commits crime, go to jail, and then after serving the punishment they come back again and they commit the crime, then how the preventive theory will serve the purpose for these kinds of offenders. Now again, prison can make offender angry and want revenge. Now again, there might be some situations which will affect the person and which will make him angry, and after coming from the jail, they will like there are some cases, you can say fake cases, in which the person is not committed crime, but due to some peculiarities or some evidences he became the offender. He has his guilt has been proven, and after coming after serving the punishment, he came back to the society. Now he wants to take revenge because whatever he has done, he thinks that it was not right, and now he want to take revenge from that particular person. Then how this preventive theory serves? Again, the next is prisoner may be attacked and killed in prison. There are sometimes we have seen the news, we have read the news that in prison there is some fight and prisoners fought together and they killed themselves. So again, in that case, with like it's not, the purpose of preventive theory has not been served. Now moving to our next theory, that is reformative theory. And as I said earlier, the reformative theory has been propounded by Mahatma Gandhi because he was you say that you can say that he believes in reformation, and reformation means that reforming the person from inside. As we all know that unemployment, poverty brings what it brings the person to it brings the will of person to commit the crime. So to reform them, we there are certain ways like giving them employment and making them doing some work, educating them, transforming them, telling them that how is what is right, what is wrong, and by not taking away their freedom and giving them freedom what they want. So reformative theory, benefits of reformative theory. It says that education program can address criminals who have committed crime through poverty. Now you will see, like you must have visited the jails, and in the jails you will see the prisoners are doing different kinds of work. They are doing works of handicraft. They are doing work. They are making chairs. They are making something, and they are cooking, and their things will be sold in the market, and from whatever they are doing they will earn from that particular thing. And by earning that, they will come to know that earning is not that they can do some work while sitting in the prison also, and by going outside also. Now the second thing is, if crimes are anger related, anger management may correct his behavior. Now you also see that in jails, in prisons, there are the prisoners, they do attend the yoga classes, uh, they do meditation and all the things, so that they can manage their anger things, and they can channelize their energy in the particular way. Now the third point is, if a criminal identifies why they have committed the crime, they can make the decision to change it. Now, to realize them why they have committed crime, if they will see, they will understand why they have committed crime, then they'll come to know that whatever they had done is the wrong, and they will get reformed by this particular thing. Now, moving to the drawback of reformative theory. Now, it says that offenses or the criminals are like criminals which belongs to or which have background of gangs or neighborhood. They are not always likely that they will be reforming again. Now again, criminal record makes it hard to seek employment, often feel they have no choice. Now again, if the person is having criminal record, then it is very hard for him to get the employment in the society, because society is very reluctant against the criminals. Now the third is, many people in the world don't trust ex-convicts, and this persistent mistrust can lead and reoffending as that is what people expect. Now again, if the society will not give him employment because of this criminal record, then his trust towards the society will get low, and in that case again it will take him to the streets of crime. So I hope that you all understood the theories of the punishment, and in case if any question or anything you do not have understood, then you can surely contact me. And I hope you are safe. Stay home, stay safe, and do study and do well. Thank you.